Hello, my name is Rumaiza. I've always wanted to share this story. This happened when I was about 11. It was a school holiday, and my siblings and I went to stay overnight at my aunt's house. We had so much fun, and when it was time for bed, the three of us slept on a mattress in the living room with my cousin. To give you a better picture, this is what the layout of my house looked like. That night, I couldn't sleep because of a sore throat and a cough, so I stayed up watching YouTube on my cousin's tablet. It must have been around 3 a.m. I wanted to sleep, but the coughing just wouldn't stop. Finally, I turned off the tablet, determined to get some rest. Just then, I heard my cousin's bedroom door open. From where I was lying, I could clearly see if anyone came out, but no one did. And I never heard the door close again. I called out my cousin's name. No answer. Goosebumps spread across my skin, but I tried to ignore it. On the table in front of the door was a plastic bag. Suddenly, the bag's handle began to move. Startled, I called out my cousin's name again. The bag stopped. It wasn't the wind. First, the bag was full of something. And second, the movement wasn't in one direction. It was shifting, almost tugging. And with all the windows shut tight, there was no wind inside at all. Frightened, I turned to face my sister and closed my eyes, but I couldn't shake off the fear. I opened them again and glanced at the black screen of the now-off TV. That's when I saw him. A man in a hoodie standing behind me, or at least in the reflection. His stance suggested he was right there, looming over top of me. He looked like my cousin, but it was only reflection, and something inside me knew the truth. I turned around to check. No one was there. When I looked back at the TV, the figure had returned, only this time even closer. A wave of dread washed over me. I couldn't move, couldn't scream, couldn't do anything except cry quietly to myself. The figure was coming closer and closer. I whispered a prayer, clutching my sister, and eventually it vanished. I squeezed my eyes shut until sleep nearly took me, but the feeling of being watched never left. When I dared to open my eyes again, he was there, sitting on the sofa behind me, one leg crossed over the other, elbow resting lazily on the armrest, staring, as if he had always been there, as if he belonged there. And behind him stood another figure, tall, pale, only his upper body visible. I couldn't take it anymore. I forced myself to get up, bolted into my aunt's room, and shook her awake. I told her everything. She didn't believe a word. She just gave me cough medicine and let me sleep beside her. Only then did I finally fall asleep. The next morning, I told my siblings and my cousin. None of them believed me either, but I know what I saw. The figure in the TV might have been my imagination, but how do I explain the moving plastic bag? And the thought of that being sitting casually on the sofa, watching me like I was the intruder, still gives me goosebumps.